Hey, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke to you guys the other day, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to potentially maximize your traffic online. So with that, let me get started. Something kind of wrong with your website. I don't know if that's something on my end or your end, but essentially your website itself doesn't seem to be showing up. So my first tip would just be to get a website up and running, one that works. Looking at what you have here, it does look like this particular website has, been doing some things, and you are ranking for quite a few keywords. You know, not necessarily a lot of great buyer specific keywords and not getting a lot of traffic. You have like air scrubber versus air purifier, ServiceMaster, missing master there, but water damage restoration, St. Petersburg, Florida, you're the 4th. Mold remediation, Brandon, Florida, you're on the 2nd page, the 11th. So you are ranking for some good keywords, but one of the things that I would do is I would potentially get my site fixed. Make sure you have a lot of content on your page. Content is pretty important, not only with for what you want to rank for, but for also the fact that Google kind of considers content a sign of expertise, right? The more content you have throughout your site, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field. So DryWrite is a big company. You can see they have multiple pages for restoration, multiple areas, about us, facts, content. So this is kind of what you want to do. Build out your site. Lots of links, lots of pages. Make sure you have a lot of content there. Buyer specific content. I did look in remediation in Tampa, found over 2,000 searches a month for mold, water damage, fire damage. So lots of stuff there that you can potentially go after. So that would be my first tip, is just to get your site up and running, working well, and then ranking. My second tip is to give yourself a lot of opportunity to be seen for any given keyword. And what I mean by that is when somebody searches water damage restoration Tampa, there's a lot of ways in which people can convert, right? You have the local ads, you have the Google ads, you have the Google business profile, and the organics. And really what you want to do is you want to be seen about as many times as you can, because people kind of will click on different things, and you want to make sure that you're giving yourself an opportunity to get a number of different searches. So one of the most highest conversions here on this top is the Google guaranteed, these top 3 Google the local ads, and they typically convert at a high level, which is great. For calls, usually our data shows that it's about 40 to 60%, which is extremely high. So once you get a call, they're more than likely to go with you, and so they're very effective. They are pretty pricey. They're a lot pricier than, say, Google ads, but they convert at a high level. These Google ads are a great way to build these out. You see there's a lot of, there's quite a bit of volume in this ad here. You have a lot of information. You have a lot of control over this ad versus the local ads. They typically don't convert at a high level, but they do get impressions, and they're a way to get traffic and be seen and get your brand out there. Typically, they convert about click-through rate of about 3 to 5%. But they are a great tool. These Google My Business profiles, they can pull up to 40% of the traffic. So lots of volume that you can push to your site by ranking in the top 3. And how you really build your Google Business profile up is by adding photos that are saved as keywords and geotags. So if I wanted to rank for this keyword, I would add a photo as it. I would tag it in a location here in Tampa, and Google will feel like you did a service at that location. You want to post regularly from your Google Business profile, typically 2 to 3 times a week. You want to get your name, address, and phone number on as many directories as possible. We call those citations, and the reason for that is that It validates your Google business profile. It shows that there's authority there, there's authenticity. So those citations, those directories really help. You want it to be niche specific though. So something having to do with restoration, construction, something like that definitely really helps. You want to make sure your Google business profile is optimized. You have as much filled out as you possibly can. And, Google reviews don't hurt. The more 5-star reviews you have, the better off they are. Plus, people are more likely to click on them if you have a high rating and you have a lot of reviews. So those are some tips to build those out. And then ranking organically, obviously, is a great way to pull in traffic too. So if you're running a local ad, if you're running a Google ad, if you're here in the top 3 and you're ranking organically, you're going to pull as much traffic as you possibly can. And how you really build, and my third tip is really to strengthen up your site. How you really strengthen up your site is by adding referring domains that send links back to your site. And you do have quite a few do follow links. Your site is pretty strong, but it's not showing up, so potentially it's not ranking for a lot of things. DryWrite is a company that's again doing really well. You see here they have a little bit less than you, but it's not about quantity so much as it is about quality. You want a lot of good links. They're ranking on a lot of keywords, getting a lot of traffic per month. So this is kind of what you want to do. You want to look at what people are doing well and emulate it, copy it, and try to do it better. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been effective. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Would love to get in touch with you and would love to get your feedback. So with that, have a great day. God bless.